Alrighty guys, I appreciate everybody taking time to consider my latest offering here on Bring a Trailer. So yeah, this video might get a little long just because this car to me is like, it's really cool. Like, I spend countless hours on some of these 996s and 986s. I mean, not all of them. Some of them that just kind of need to come back from the dead. You know, some just take a lot of work. Some don't. Some do. But that's part of the part of what I do, and that's okay. I enjoy it. So this one I sold on Bring a Trailer, as we all can see, 3 years ago. Everything is documented. All my videos are still up. Of course, the listing is still up. I took two cars and I made one. And I really don't remember which one I got first. Meaning, I don't remember if the guy contacted me that had the black one that was in the accident, that had the engine and transmission, or if I picked up the roller first. I think I got the engine and transmission first. He responded to an ad I had on PCA that I was looking for a motor, and I really don't remember why I was looking for an engine, or maybe I was just, you know, looking for an engine to use one day. Anyway, he reached out to me. Long story short, his power steering, the steering failed. He ran into a guardrail on the right hand side. Again, you can read through the previous listing, because when that listing went live in 2022, everything was a lot more fresh in my mind at that point. So anyway, he hit a guardrail. The car only had, I think it had 48, we're gonna call it, it had 50,000 miles. He had sent everything to Flat 6, and they did basically what's called a maintenance package. This is not a 4-liter. I don't want anyone to think it was a FSI, bored out, that whole thing. This is not that. It's still the stock engine. Basically, they did the IMS solution, you know, coils, plugs, coolant jug was replaced, the AOS was replaced, and I don't remember if they did a clutch. I really don't. I'd have to look back at the paperwork on the previous listing. Anyway, so I got that drivetrain, and then I think I got the drivetrain first, and then I happened on this roller, and, you know, great color, super rare color, don't see a lot of them. I had to save it, so this one was born. And since I sold it 3 years ago, the buyer only put 2,000 miles on it, and he put a full coilover setup on it, put Michelin's on it. He did brakes. I don't know why. The brakes were fine. Maybe he wanted a different brand pad. Couldn't tell you. I did email him. He did not respond. You know, the car was traded in at a Porsche dealership, and that's how I got it. Sometimes when guys trade in cars, they don't want to be bothered. That's why they trade in the car. So maybe he just doesn't want to, you know, he just wants to move on, and he's too busy to answer emails about the car. So that's where we are. It's in better shape than it was when I sold it before. It's ready. Super cool. So it did need a water pump. I did it myself. The shop I use is really busy. I got, you know, IMS jobs and all kinds of stuff going on over there. So I handled this one myself. I did the water pump, did the thermostat, the dry belt was fine, did not replace it, did oil change. I'm assuming we all watched my video of me trying to get that filter open, which is, it made me laugh. I watched it afterwards and I was like, man, this is really funny. So anyway, oil change, coolant, of course, water pump, thermostat. Driver's door lock was bad, replaced that. That's really it. Just didn't need much. I mean, the only thing I can think of The only thing I can think of. Oh yeah, and I had an aftermarket intake tube on, so I went back to stock. I don't like that aftermarket stuff. It had a red silicone tube, not my thing. Only thing I can think of is I'm able to do you know, some pretty basic stuff myself, like the water pump. And if you go to a shop, you know, it's an expensive job. And maybe, you know, he just kind of said to hell with it and traded it in and got the you know, the tax allowance. But who knows? So anyway, so every evening I spend way too much time looking at various auctions, looking for P cars to buy. And this one popped up in the pictures, and I saw the wheels, and I saw it was the, you know, the teal green metallic, and I was like, it has to be the same car. And I ran the VIN, and sure enough, there it was. So the 5 spokes that I offered on the previous auction, you know, either or. Obviously, the buyer chose the black wheels. They were used on something else. They're gone, but you can pick up, you know, sets of wheels. They're not that expensive. I think the black pops on this car. It looks really good. If you want to know what the car will look like with the silver wheels, there is a picture on the previous auction, so you can go there and check it out and see what you think. And I did grab the IMS Solution sticker off the other vehicle. Has been transferred onto this vehicle. So that came off the donor, the black one that was in the accident. What else? Oh, well, yeah. So I'm gonna cough here in a second. Excuse me. We're gonna do a light check here while we're talking. So we're not gonna quite get to the interior yet, but basically I redid almost the entire interior, and we'll get there. So we have the, you know, crack on the taillight, kind of like they all do. No surprises there. The right side, the passenger taillight, good shape. I don't see any cracks or imperfections on that one, so that's always good to see. So we do have one on the driver's side, right there. Okay, so this chassis in the body does have close to 200,000 miles on it. So as you would expect from a 200,000 mile car, there are some imperfections on the body. I don't want anybody to think there aren't. There are. And I'm gonna do my best to point them all out to everybody. So we got the scrape here on the rear bumper. You can see it in relation to the exhaust tip, kind of where it is. I pointed out we have a little, you know, the clear coming off on the drip rails. Right there, right there, right there. We have a little imperfection here on the, you know, who knows what that is. It's not in the clear. So something dripped on it, sat on it, you know, who knows, could be anything. So I also had the headlights refinished. They were getting a little foggy, so they look like glass right now. All right, let's talk about the front bumper. I know I'm going to get questions on this, so let's just head it off and talk about it right here. The front bumper does have PPF on it. When I got the car in 2022, there was PPF up on the hood. I forget exactly where it was. The tan line is pretty much gone. I took it off. Super big, humongous pain in the ass, but I did it. I left it on the front bumper. Reason I did that, taking PPF off plastic is really difficult. There is like a 99% chance you will damage the paint, so you're looking at a front bumper strip and respray, which is actually not that terrible. I just, in the grand scheme of things, given the condition of the body, I didn't really feel like it would make a difference because it's not that bad. You can't really see the cracking because it's a dark colored car. My advice, I would leave it alone. Just, it doesn't, I mean, from standing here, you can't even tell. But I just want to make that clear to everybody. Front bumper does have PPF on it. That's why in the pictures it looks a little dull. Now on the lip of the hood, and this wasn't there when I sold it, so I don't know what this is. It looks like something was sprayed on the front like inch of the hood, and I don't even know if you guys can see it, but there's like a stain on the front edge of the hood. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe a good paint guy could get it off if he did like a paint correction of some sort. But again, you can't really see it unless you're really looking for it, but I just wanted to point it out so we're all aware that it is there. And again, that wasn't there when I sold it. So I don't know. It's there now. That's what I can tell you. We got a little dingo, right front fender, right here. Hard to see, but it is there. We got a dingo on the door, on the passenger door, right here. Again, hard to see, but it is there. That's really it. I mean, things to point out as far as the body, other than just us all being reasonable car guys and understanding the body has 200,000 miles on it. Well, close to it. And it looks a lot better than you would expect, but there are imperfections on the paint and the body. So I just don't want anyone to get the wrong impression or, you know, not understand what they are bidding on or buying. I just want to be really clear about that, and I feel like I have been. Okay, so let's talk about the interior. So I have a pretty good eye for, I don't do it often because I need all the right parts and all the right pieces, and it takes time. But I do some interior. I put my own spin on the interior sometimes. Normally it's when a car has the gray, because it just turns into a sea of gray with nothing to break it up, and it's just like, you know, it's not great. So yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that gray is not the favorite interior color. Okay, so let's talk about the seats first. The seats that were in the car in 2022 are now in my garage. These seats came out of a 996 that had about 40,000 miles on it, and the engine went kaboom on me when I was driving it. So the seats that were in it were the partial leather, meaning this was vinyl on the seats that were in the car. These seats are out of a full leather car, so they are, the back is leather, and they're just, these seats are in great shape. They're really supple. There's nothing that's hard. You could, admittedly, you could clean them a little better. That kind of like dark, like right there, that would probably all come off. I can own that, but they're in really good shape. The passenger seat bottom that was in it, I mean, the seats had, you know, they had a bunch of miles on them, and they looked like it. They weren't terrible, but they were getting a little hard, I guess, over the years. They hadn't really properly been conditioned, so I took care of that. We have not new seats, but new used seats that are in a lot better shape than the ones that were in it. All right, so door panels. So what I did here was I took the door panel off. We have kicker speakers, by the way, so that's nice. Anyway, door panel off. I replaced, so this is the rear of the door. So this comes off, right? And then this rear handle bolts to the door panel with 4 T20s. So I'll replace this. I replaced the cubby cover, of course, and then the grab handle, and then the little piece right here, the mirror cover piece. And I just tried to break up all the gray with some black, and it looks really good in person. I don't know if it really translates in the video. I hope it does. And then we obviously went with some black floor mats to tie it in, front and rear. Black floor mat in the back. I changed the speaker grills to black. I kept the kicker speakers. So we have black speaker grills in the back. I went with black hinge covers. Okay. Black vent. And then I tied it in with a, you're gonna turn it off. I tied it in with a black speaker up front, and then the defrost trim that runs underneath the windshield. One with black speaker, and then black side vent over there. So it all kind of ties in and looks really good. I think it looks really good. And I've always gotten good feedback when I do my interior. I don't want to say basically my interior swaps. Oh, okay, I just saw another dingo right here. So that's driver's rear quarter. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, just understand the body, right, has 200,000 miles on it. So you're gonna find things. Jeez, sorry. You're probably gonna find things I'm not pointing out. All right. So driver's door panel, same thing. The back door pull part, front door pull, cubby cover, mirror cover, hinge cover, of course floor mat. I was trying to point this out. There is a crease in the seat bottom that in the pictures it kind of has a shadow to it. It is not torn. It's a crease just from over the years. We do have some wear on the driver's bolster. Again, as you would expect, the driver's bolster is going to get the wear. But these are the full leather seats. Really supple, really soft.